Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're doing something a little bit different on the channel. I'm here with my first electric guitar. I guess I'll start at the beginning with this one, I suppose. I think this kind of counts as a me and my guitars video. Maybe it doesn't because I gave this guitar away some time ago, but anyways, here we are. So way back before this channel, before guitar covers, before James Hetfield, Matt Tuck, and Flying V's, I was about 14 years of age, and my nan just said one day, I think it'd be good for you to have a hobby. We're going to go buy you an electric guitar. So I said, okay, let's do it. And I think the idea had been floating around for a little while, but nothing serious or anything like that. So yeah, we did it on the day. She said, we're going to go and do this. We're going to get you electric guitar, and then you're going to have lessons as well. So when I got up that morning, my nan said to me, we're going to go get that electric guitar. We did it on the day. We went down to this really old music shop that had been there for a long time. So when we first went in the shop, I was just looking at the walls and all the guitars hung up in there, and it was just completely alien to me, and quite daunting in a way. But I knew that it was something cool and that I wanted to do. So the guy just said, "What you wanted to play, acoustic or electric?" I said, "Electric, please." So we went and got this one because I said I was a beginner; I hadn't played before. And yeah, he handed it to me, and I went, "Oh, cool, yeah, this feels really good," you know. And he was like, "Oh, you're left-handed, are you?" I said, "No," and he goes, "Well, it's it's this way around." So I was like, "Oh, okay." So yeah, so we got the guitar. It came in a pack, £90, right? 90 quid. It came with an amp, little practice amp, a pick, a strap, a DVD, some extra strings, a cable, a bag, and a stand as well. All that for 90 quid. Absolute steal. And yeah, we bought it. I took it home. I put the DVD on, which I think just like showed you the very basics, like how to plug the thing in and get sound and stuff like that, and maybe a few chords as well. And I remember playing it, and I remember going, I'm being really disappointed that it didn't go shun jun jun. It didn't have distortion. I hadn't even heard heavy metal at that point. I just knew the electric guitar to be this really rowdy sounding instrument. So I kept watching the DVD, and the guy on the DVD was saying, "Well, if you want to achieve distortion, you're probably going to want to get a guitar pedal, a distortion pedal." And I was thinking, "Damn it, we didn't get a distortion pedal." But then he explained about the gain on your amp. So it was only a little practice amp, but I turned the gain all the way up and I hit it again. Dome. And to me, even though that was probably the most thinnest, weakest sound distortion ever, that was it. Game on, right? That was it. I could make the sound that I had in my head that guitars made. And I was just happy just hitting the bottom string constantly just for that low dome sound. So yeah, so I took the thing into school because I had a friend who played guitar, and I think he had like an Epiphone Les Paul or something like that. He taught me sort of how to read tab, and how to play like a couple of riffs. I think he showed me how to play Seven Nation Army. He'd been playing for quite a bit of time, so to me that kid was like God because he could do all the riffs that I wanted to play. And yeah, he showed me some stuff, and that was it. I was hooked. So then the guitar went absolute everywhere with me. School, every day. Teachers and the other kids absolutely hated it because I always had it in my hand, just making noise. And you know what kids are like? Oh, put the thing down. You're never going to be a rock star, right? I guess they were right, but hey. So yeah, the thing went absolutely everywhere with me on holidays, all that sort of thing. So then I started my lessons as well, and all the other kids had like, like Ibanez, like low end Ibanez, like 370s and stuff like that, 350s, with the bar on it. All the other kids, because it was in a little class, they had like these really cool looking guitars, and I was just here with just my little Strat, and I wanted one of them. My guitar teacher said to me, "Well, if you're not going to be buying a guitar anytime soon, why don't you get that thing set up? It will play a million times better." And he was right. I think it was like £30 for the setup, and yeah, he set it up for me, and the difference was like I could tell immediately. the strings were so much lower to the fretboard. It was so much easier to play. So when I've mentioned in other videos about like sat on my bedroom floor, you know, like trying to figure songs out with my earphones in, trying to figure out the frustration of why Sad But True just sounded so low, and I couldn't get my guitar to sound like it and stuff like that, working out drop tuning and things like that. It was all done on this guitar, all of it. So I have this guitar to thank for a lot. I guess I have my nan to thank really for buying it me and getting me into it and paying for my lessons. So a little time after that, I guess, when I started buying newer guitars, like I got one of those Ibanez's eventually, which I actually hated in the end. But then I got like my first ESP low-end Explorer LTD guitar, and eventually my Dave Mustaine Flying V. This guy kind of just fell by the wayside, I guess, because it's your first guitar. It only costs £90. The expensive Flying V is going to be better, right? And by that point, I'd heard Metallica and all that sort of stuff, and they didn't play Strats, right? I wanted something that was pointy, angular, and aggressive, right? So this thing kind of fell by the wayside, and my younger cousin, who's about 10 years younger than me, he started having lessons in school, but he had this banged up old, you know, lute that parents get their kids, right? You know, like one of those old acoustics with the neck like that on it. And I said to him, well, it was quite difficult for him to play. So I said to him, well, you can have this. So without even thinking, I just gave it to him. I didn't play it. And then I didn't see it until, I guess, the weekend just gone when I saw my cousin. And I said to him, hey, you still got a first guitar? He said, yeah, of course. I'd never get rid of that. I said, could you bring it? Because I'd really like to play it and see what it's like. And he brought it, and oh my God, here we are. The setup, the guy who set this up was very good. So the setup is held. So playing it has just been like putting on an old jacket or something like that, right? It was weird sitting down with a Strat for the first time. I don't get on with Strats. I don't get on with Tellys, especially Strats. I've got nothing against them. But yeah, this shape just doesn't really work for me. However, this guitar hadn't had new strings on it in a long time, and it was a bit dirty and stuff from just neglect and whatnot, maybe. So my cousin brought it up on the weekend, and fortunately I had a pack of turbo slinkies hanging around. So I took the strings off, cleaned the fretboard, cleaned everything up. I had to tighten up some of the electrics on the inside of here because it was a little bit loose. But other than that, it stayed in quite decent condition. This knock right here was me not knowing that guitar straps fall. They're not completely reliable unless you've got strap locks. That was me. I put it on and bang, straight the way down on hardwood floor. But otherwise, yeah, it's been amazing to come back around to this. So let's see what the thing sounds like. You know me, I like cleaning out ambient stuff when I'm just noodling around. So I'll start with that, and then maybe we'll see what it sounds like on the distorted channel. This is very weird for me to play, by the way, so excuse my chops. So I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I'm running through Bias FX right now, and I've got a huge reverb on, of course. That's actually on Cubase itself. Um, so yeah, I mean it's EQ'd up to the yin yang, I guess. Well, maybe not that far, but I'm running through some processing stuff, so you're not hearing the raw sound of it. But I guess that's not the point. The point is, can I achieve the sound that I enjoy playing through this? Gosh, I guess it's not even worth £90, especially anymore, because £90 was for all the stuff, right? But can I achieve a sound that I'd be quite happy to play through if something horrible happened to all my guitars that I usually go for, right? And the answer is yes. I was so surprised. Yes, the pickups are noisy. Yes, this is not, this is not some nice mahogany body. It's probably, I don't know, plywood or something. Um, it's nothing special. But I'm so happy that I can actually play this and actually enjoy playing it. Did anybody? I learned that riff on this guitar. Did anybody play it like this the first time round? Because you couldn't get your fingers to arch, right? I had that problem, and then I realized, Kirk would play it with his or James as well, play it with their pinky, so you're not going to hinder the string underneath. It's actually huge nostalgia for me as well because it's just made me think of like all the riffs, like Sanitarium right there, um, that I learned to play on this guitar when it was just completely alien to me, completely new. I had such drive to play these riffs that I was hearing. And yeah, it's just made me think of all the things that I learned on it that now I just play without thinking, I guess, or you kind of take it for granted. It just made me think that, God, I had to put some work in to do this. So yeah, this is really cool. I won't lie, the thing plays a little slinky for me. I think especially with these 9.5s on Ernie Ball turbo slinkies. Um, it's set up really light as well, which I guess is perfect for a beginner, and this is all new. I like my guitars to be set up sort of in the middle somewhere at this point, not too high, not too low, because I dig in and you can hear me. I'm whacking that bottom string and I'm not even realizing it's going twang. Um, but yeah, this is really light, but it's absolutely like butter to play, and it just goes to show that if anybody out there has got a low end guitar that they kind of hate or don't really like, try getting it, and it's your own only guitar as well. Try getting a setup. Just go to somewhere that's really reliable. Do your research within your area. Get in touch with a guitar luthier or maybe even a store. There's stores that offer this service. Don't let them rip you off. Don't let them go charging you 70 odd quid for a setup. You can get it for a lot less than that. Yeah. And yeah, it turns it into a completely different instrument. like I said, I'm butchering a lot of my licks here because, like I said, playing this is absolutely alien to me. Usually, I'm used to my V sat right here, and not to mention, it's a twangy Strat, right? It's completely different to anything I'm used to, which is why I'm kind of a little bit dubious of whacking the distortion on to see how loose it's gonna sound, right? Okay, enough of the clean. Who wants to hear the distortion channel? Just how bad it's gonna sound because these strings are really loose. Let's give it a go. That is impossible. Not a chance. That is so low down to the ground. That bridge is like nothing I'm used to. Man, this is crazy. It's so hard to keep it tight. Christ, I'm hitting the pickups like left, right, and center here. Because with my guitars, it's just two humbuckers either side, right? So I'm not really used to anything sitting in the middle. Plus, this does not lend itself well to down picking, craziness. Yeah, I think I'm hitting this thing way too hard. Hey, I'm having a great time. Yeah, this is really special for me, I guess. It's special because the last time I'll have played this guitar, I will have been absolutely nowhere near where I'm at capability wise. And I got ways to go, believe me. But it's really cool to be able to just pick this up with confidence, play it. If you were thinking like about like the 14-year-old me, if I could have seen all the way to like 28 where I am now, if I could like sort of see myself in like a vision or something, just like you're gonna be rocking out with some of you guys on YouTube. You know, you're gonna be playing this riff after you're gonna be playing riffs after a fair few years, and with complete confidence and do it some justice. Yeah, I'm absolutely made up. Not bad. Hey, yeah, I really, like I said earlier, I don't get on with strats very well at all. But this is crazy. I don't know if it's because I'm sort of I don't know, caught up in the romance and the nostalgia of it because it was mine. But I won't lie to you. Yeah, it would, you know, gallopy riffs like battery and stuff like that on really doable on this for me. Maybe if I spent some more time on it. But hey, who'd be wanting to play battery on this, huh? You know, who wants to play Freight Ends of Sanity on this thing? Or hey, who wants to stick 11 and 56s on it, tune it down to a drop C, and jam on Alone or Worthless or something like that, right? This thing lends itself to clean tones. So yeah, my cousin's not getting this back. Maybe, well, no, I will give it him back, but because I gifted it him. But it sounds great on a clean tone, I think, which I'm absolutely made up with. So it's nice. Sometimes when I'm just sat, like I've done all my videos for the week and stuff like that, I'll put the Laney on here rather than firing up through a bias effects and stuff like that. I do technically, I'd say I do prefer amps and stuff like that. Bias effects has been absolutely fantastic and continues to be for stuff like this. My covers and stuff like that, it's absolutely incredible, but I do enjoy actually using a real amp and sticking the Strymon in the front end of it. And when I'm just chilling down with some I don't know, some whiskey or a beer or whatever, this thing, it sounds nice on the clean tone. So yeah, so this has been really cool, guys. I hope you've enjoyed watching me destroy this thing with distortion at the end, and just tell the tale of where this thing came from, and how kind of important it is, because without this guitar we wouldn't be sat here right now chatting. You know, my channel music just probably wouldn't have happened, right? Or maybe it would have, but it's just, yeah, this is very special to me. But rest assured, I don't think you're gonna see it, you know, hanging around my ankles anytime soon, rocking out to, you know, my next cover or anything like that. But yeah, I thought it'd be really cool to show you. And yeah, I hope you've really enjoyed this video, guys. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. And a link to the Instagram and all that good stuff is in the description down below. And let me know what your first guitars were. And if you still have them and you still play them, let me know. Anyways, that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers, guys. Be well.